What's up, guys? It is I, once again, Yusuf Al-Saned, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Monday series created by Emily Boone. Please check our channel out. She's a really awesome YouTuber and one I'm proud to call my friend. And for this week's topic of the Movie Monday series, I'll be giving you guys and gals my top 5 sad moments in movies. And I haven't done the previous 2 episodes of the Movie Mondays because those 2 topics weren't something I wanted to talk about or something that interested me. But this topic in particular is one that does interest me. And like the previous episodes, I'll be giving you guys and gals my top 5 sad moments in movies according to a rank between number 5 and number 1, and here's how the list goes. At number 5 we have Derek Cianfrance's Blue Valentine, and the scene that really broke my heart the most was the breakup scene between Dean and Cindy, who are played fantastically by Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams, 2 of my favorite actors respectively. And this scene, guys, it's been building to this point for a very long time because the marriage of Dean and Cindy has lasted for 3 years, and there have been so many highs and lows. Only the lows has taken its toll on this marriage, and their relationship really is putting a lot of strain in their love for Frankie, who is the daughter of Sydney from another man. And Dean really loves both Cindy and Frankie so much. He adores them, but their breakup really is something that's going to damage her, and it's become far more than just about them. It's become about Frankie at this point. And Dean, as he's begging Cindy that he's going to try to do better and that he's willing to change for her and that whatever she wants from him, she'll do it. Only Cindy doesn't feel like this relationship is going anywhere because she's given him many chances over the years, that being 3 years, and now she just can't take it. Her mind and her body really just can't take the pressure anymore, especially after losing her job because of how Dean was going on a riot because of the fact that he was drunk and Cindy left him at a motel without even telling him or giving him some kind of note because how he was dead worried about her. This is not the kind of life that Cindy wants for Frankie. And when Dean begs Cindy to think about Frankie and what she wants, and that does she want Frankie to live in a broken home, to which Cindy responds, I don't want her to live in a home where her parents hate each other. And guys, that really broke my heart because me being a man who has parents that divorced, it really was something that affected me, guys. And to see Dean and Cindy officially break up, and Cindy telling Dean that she needs some time, and how Dean walks off to this parade of sorts outside their home, and Frankie follows him and actually wants to see her daddy, but Dean kisses Frankie goodbye one last time and tells her to go back to her mommy, and then Frankie ends up crying while in her mother's arms because she feels like her father, her daddy, Dean, hates her. And that is so wrong, guys. No, Dean does not hate her. It's just that right now this is not the time, Frankie, and things like this happen. It really affects a child's upbringing, and it's something that's going to damage Frankie for life. And one thing's for sure, Dean and Cindy loves Frankie above all else. Every time I watch that scene, I think of the song Daddy Don't You Walk So Fast, and that is a scene that really broke my heart, guys. And every time I think about that song and that scene, I have an emotional breakdown because it comes from a very real place. The fact that my parents have divorced, it was something I held against my father for a very long time to this day. It's gotten a bit easier, but it's not something I can forgive. The breakup between parents because of one man's mistakes, it's something I absolutely hate, and I don't want to see a child cry. It's not right, man, but that's life, I guess. And at number 4 we have Isao Takahata's Grave of the Fireflies. And there are 2 movies on my top 5 sad moments in movies list that involve Isao Takahata's films. The number 4 being Grave of the Fireflies. The scene in Grave of the Fireflies that broke my heart the most was when the older brother, who was caring for his little sister during World War II for a very long time, and how the war itself has torn Japan and it's really destroyed everything they love, their country and their culture. And the war has made things very hard for the the citizens of Japan, especially the children, those among them being the older brother and little sister. The older brother tries to steal food for his little sister and for himself, but he gets beaten by this guy who he's stealing the food from. And after a police officer rescues the boy and puts a stop to the man's abuse, the older brother returns to his sister, and the sister, who has just woken up, she sees him all beaten and all bruised, and she sees him crying, and she's asking him, "Why are you crying, big brother?" The older brother to this point has been trying hard to hold in his emotions, but after how his father has died in the war, there's no one to take care of them but the older brother himself. It has taken its toll on his emotion and on his heart. It's a burden he can't carry alone, and so he finally breaks down in front of his little sister. All this time he's been promising to take care of her and to be sure that she lives and survives through the war, but that's a promise that's not so easily accomplished, and he really is just a kid who's trying to care and love his little sister, and love he has. To care about her is a really hard challenge, especially in this time, a time which is truly horrible, and a time that is unacceptable, to see how children are suffering because of the war caused by man, and it's really horrible, guys, and I really can't stand seeing children in movies like this suffer, but that's the heart and soul to Isao Takahata's Grave of the Fireflies. It's about these children who represent the civilization of Japan. It's that bond between the older brother and little sister that makes Grave of the Fireflies one of my favorite movies of all time. At number 3, we have another film by Isao Takahata, that being The Tale of the Princess Kaguya. And The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, like Grave of the Fireflies, are movies I've seen only once because they really were emotional journeys for me to endure, and to see the protagonists who evolve, grow, and have to endure a lot of hardships growing up, especially as kids. And The Tale of the Princess Kaguya focuses on Kaguya Hime, or Princess Kaguya in English translation, and she is a young girl who was born through a bamboo shoot, and after she was discovered by her father, a bamboo cutter, and her father, the bamboo cutter, wants to provide Kaguya Hime with a beautiful, glorious, wealthy life, only that's not the life she wants. All she wants is to live free, to be with nature, people, and to live the life she wants, not have to be caged or to be fed the idea that she's a princess who should behave accordingly. And it's really sad, guys, and by the end Kaguya just can't take it anymore, to be caged, to be seen as a fake, because the last thing she ever wants is to be seen as someone who's a fake, just like her beauty. There was a scene prior to the ending when Kaguya was tearing apart a garden she and her mother grew, and how she just can't stand the sight of them, calling these flowers fake and that everything about them is fake, just like she is. And the final scene when Kaguya Hime is being taken by the spirits of the moon, who are taking her back to the moon from which she descended from. She is set to finally be free from her cage and her burden, and to be happy and live the life she wants as a true princess. And as her father and mother are trying to stop them from taking Kaguya Hime, they just can't. And even after Kaguya Hime pleads with the spirits of the moon to let her stay, she pleads with them and assures them that while there are negativities in the world, there are also positive things, such things like nature, people, and those that you connect with, the people you love most. And despite her plea, the spirits of the moon take Kaguya Hime as they ascend to the moon itself. As the spirits of the moon are taking Kaguya Hime back to her home to live the life of a true princess, her parents are crying and weeping for their Kaguya Hime to come back, and how the father regrets everything he's done to her, from him caging her and her not living the life she should have lived, and how he begs his wife for forgiveness. In the end, however, Kaguya Hime is gone, and the very last shot we see is of Kaguya Hime in the moon when she is still an infant, the same infant who was born through a bamboo shoot. That very scene, guys, tore me apart. I mean, just like Grave of the Fireflies, I was torn to shreds watching this movie. I could not pick my heart back together after watching the whole film. It's really sad to see what the parents will go through because of Kaguya Hime departing, but it's all on them in the end. And hopefully Kaguya Hime, whether be it a folk tale or some kind of different reality, she finds her happiness. At number 2, we have Ang Lee's Brokeback Mountain, and the scene that really was the most most emotional and heartbreaking for me was the scene when Ennis Delmar and Jack Twist, the lovers of the movie who have been having affairs behind their spouse's back, they say their goodbyes one last time as they are in Brokeback Mountain, and how Jack Twist is yelling at Ennis how they could have had a chance to be together many years before, only it was Ennis Delmar that refused to be with Jack. And the only thing Jack Twist wants right now in his miserable life is to be with Ennis Delmar, but Ennis refused him so many times. He refused him, and all they have left is Brokeback Mountain, as Jack Twist says. And Jack further states, you don't know how bad it gets, and he's right, guys. This scene in which Ennis Delmar and Jack Twist say their goodbye, like many scenes before it, made the movie so powerful and the story so engaging despite being emotional and sad. And it made the very last shot when Ennis Delmar looks at Jack Twist's clothes in his closet, as there's a picture close by of Brokeback Mountain, and he says, Jack, I swear. That last shot and that last line spoken by Ennis, it really was sad, guys. And as the song played during the credits, he was a friend of mine. It really was beautiful and very poignant, and something that really touched my heart, guys. It touched my heart, it touched my soul, and it really was a truly emotional journey. And finally, at number 1, we have Abdelatif Kashish's 2013 epic romance drama, Blue Valentine, which is without question my favorite movie of all time. And Blue Valentine is also known as La Vie d'Adèle Chapter 1 et 2, which in English translation means The Life of Adele Chapters 1 and 2. La Vie d'Adèle is without question my favorite movie ever because of the love story, the journey and life experience of Adele herself, and the connection and bond built between she and Emma, her lover and her wife. I spoke so many times about how these scenes have torn my heart, or they were so sad for me to endure, but this scene right here in La Vie d'Adèle that really did tore my heart in every single way possible. It made me so emotional, and there was a point when I felt violated because of how real the emotion was, and that scene being the breakup between both Adele and Emma. Adele has been having an affair with another man because of how she was neglected by Emma after they got married, and how she really wanted to see Emma, but Emma was never there. All she could think about was her work and nothing but her work. She left her alone countless nights, and the last thing Adele wants, even after they broke up, is to be alone. As soon as Adele confesses to Emma about her affair with this young man, Emma tells Adele to get out and how she does not want a whore for a wife. That line really did hurt, guys. It hurt me in so many ways, and like I said before, I felt violated watching this scene. Adele begs, she pleads, and she cries for Emma to give her a chance, and that she does not want her to break up with her, and that she still loves her, that she does not love that man, she loves only her. And despite her plea and her begging Emma, Emma finally kicks her out, and she tells her to go away, and she wanders through the street in the night as she's having an emotional and mental breakdown. It's so sad, so wrong, and just horrible that she's living alone after Emma kicked her out, because Emma was her whole world. Without her, she truly is alone. Loneliness is not something everyone can endure, because coming from someone who's been alone most of his life, it really is something that eats us alive, and it has eaten Adele. And that's my top 5 list of sad moments in movies. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like, comment, subscribe if you wish, and do check out Emily Boone's channel, and also check out Rachel Wagner's channel. The links for both their channels are down below in the description box. And if you want to see more from me, then please check out my gaming channel where I do Let's Play series, gaming content, all kind of good stuff. Until next time, peace out, take care, adios, amigos, au revoir, and sayonara.